recording. All right. Hi everyone. I wanted to share this with anyone who I guess can relate. I have diagnosed ADHD, depression, and I deal with a lot of anxiety. Yesterday I went to vacuum. This is freshly vacuumed from yesterday. Now, every morning I get up and I stretch, and I use 3 things to stretch. Tension band, I think that's what they're called. Another form of tension band. And a 10-pound weight. So, to give you some context, all of that stuff lives right here. So you got the weight and the 2 bands. So I try to keep everything on this shelf or on the floor. That way when I vacuum, I can get the vacuum past that leg and up to these 2 legs. Now, for the past, I'm gonna say 3.5 weeks. This label right here is off of this pillow. Probably from right there somewhere. And I ripped it off about a month ago. And it started, I put it, actually, first of all, I put it right here. And that was in the way for my water bottle to sit up there. So then I moved it down here. And then I think that just got knocked off about 2 weeks ago. And then it was kind of just like that haphazardly. And this this label can just go in the garbage. It's not needed. So the one morning I got out of bed and it was bothering me that it was on an angle and that it wasn't flush and parallel with the 2 front feet of my nightstand. So I went and moved it like this so that it was flush. And these 2 tension bands that are still in their packaging, because I haven't needed to use them yet, they have been sitting here for about the same time. And it bothers me when I cannot get into a place to vacuum. This area is fine right here because I can't fit the vacuum head in there. So when I feel the need to vacuum in this area, I then move these items and I move the actual shelf itself to vacuum in there. I don't do that every time I vacuum, maybe once a month. So yesterday, before I vacuumed, I moved, actually, to be fair, that ball was actually sitting there as well. So what I ended up doing yesterday before I vacuumed, because this had been driving me nuts for I'm gonna say a good month. I went and put these on top of each other and put them successfully on the shelf right there. That wasn't difficult. This label I then put back on this shelf. Again, this label has no present purpose. It has no future purpose. It can actually go in the garbage. I do not need this label anymore. And yet, I still have not taken the time to throw it in the garbage. After doing moving it and shuffling it to be flush with this and putting it back up there, I still have not thrown it away. Why have I waited so long to move the 2 tension bands and throw away the label that has been hanging out in this area for almost a month? I'm not really sure. It doesn't drive me to the point of insanity, but it's just one of those things that I'm bothered by, but I can't take a moment in the moment when I'm doing said vacuum activity to actually move them, because I don't want to get distracted from what I'm doing. So I guess I do know why I haven't moved them. It's just hard to come up with the explanation and the words for the explanation to explain what I just tried to explain, if that makes sense. So right now, as I have made the time to make this video to share with you all, this very not necessarily insignificant situation, I am going to now take the time to grab this label, crumple it up in my hand, and now I'm going to walk to my bathroom, and I'm going to throw it in the garbage, because as I mentioned before, I don't need it. And now, after this area is now clean. Get the vacuum in there. As you can see, I did last night. And I got the vacuum right up to those legs. Such a simple thing that I could not take the time in the moment to do because I didn't want to get distracted from vacuuming. Again, it's not like it's a detrimental thing to do. It was just bothering me for so long. It would kind of be like a mild headache that you just don't want to do anything about. You want to take painkillers for it because you think it's going to go away. You don't want to do anything extravagant because you don't want to make it worse. I don't know. Anybody else experience this? Not necessarily trouble, but just sense of not wanting to do something in the moment that you're going to get distracted from. Now, if I would have moved those items about a month ago and made my vacuuming task a little bit easier, so it was actually pleasing to my mind to get all the way to the wall and all the way up to there, I probably would have been pretty happy about it, but I decided not to do those things. So, now that I have, I just threw that label away. It is so very pleasing to me to have that area clean. ADHD, depression, and anxiety, all working together. It's a fun life. Follow me for more.